Hello everyone, I'm back again. I think it's been a while since I made a video. So yeah, for those who are new to the channel, I'm Structure, a backend engineer and an open source contributor actually. So I do a lot of open source in my spare time. And behind the scenes I actually am a lot of things. Yeah, yeah, recently I actually got to use Railway, which is actually it's one of the most underrated tools I've seen actually, Sha. Because since Heroku moved most of their plans and resources into like paid version, like all the best features of Heroku to me, they are now currently like something you have to pay for, which is totally fine. They can do absolutely anything they want to their product. After all, it's their product anyway. So yeah. So this railway that I'm talking about has actually been around the same time Heroku has been around, but it's not really too popular. And I always like just go for Heroku straight up. I don't even bother thinking about, especially when I need to spin up a very like fast tense test environment. Like I just did something in seconds and all. So my go-to used to be Heroku, and now there is railway. So typically let me just tell you what railway is about. So I think, yeah, let me bring up my screen here. Okay. Yeah, so railway is typically a platform that helps you to handle your application deployments. You have your backend, your front end. They even give you a way to provision for things like SQL database, Redis, and just a lot of top-notch features. Something they're actually doing this better than Heroku in my opinion. They do it so well, like spinning up PR environments. Like when you push updates, you get something like a test environment to spin it up, and you have their secrets management. Actually, like managing the secret keys and env variables is really nice. I absolutely am in love with this platform right now, and their UI is also something that actually fascinates me. Like it's enticing. So yeah, I look forward to exploring them deeper than I'm already exploring them. So yeah. So what I'm going to just show you guys now is how to just deploy your application in Railway. So the best part of Railway is you don't have to do, I don't think with I have two projects here currently opened. It's that's basically blog APIs. So this one was written in NestJS and this one is written in Django. Yeah. So with what I have here, I don't think I would need any extra configuration to do any of it here. So I've not actually deployed this project yet in on my railway app or anything. So this is more like me trying it on the first try. Like so let's just see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing I would want to do is go to my dashboard here. And also if you've not created a railway account, you could just create that. I think I'll probably leave it in the link to sign up here in the description. Wow. Yeah, I'll leave it in the description so you guys could just check it out and sign up. Yeah, so I'll go to my dashboard. I currently have a project here. So I would create a new project. I just call it oh yeah, I think the first thing you need to do is to connect a repository to it. Yeah, so I think let me deploy this NestJS repo first. So if there's still enough time, I would actually show how to deploy it also using Django. So yeah, I'll deploy this NestJS project first. Okay, so I'll actually need to provision an SQL database also, but first I think I'll just prefer connecting my repository first. Yeah, so it asks me to select a repository, so I think I could just search for blog. Yeah, wow, I have a lot of them actually. So yeah, so let me just go for this nest. So I think I don't want to bother about the env variables for now, sure. So I can always change that. So on the first deployment, I'm expecting this to fail. So on the first deployment, I'm expecting it to fail. So it says creating project here. So if I click on this, yeah, okay. Okay, so it's still initializing it. Yeah, so I think ignoring why this is just initializing, which is probably going to fail by the way. So I'll just check the variables because I need to update my environment variables. Yeah, yeah. Look at this. Actually, this is not something you should do in production, but I have this env file pushed intentionally. I pushed this intentionally to the GitHub repo just because I was kind of lazy to add it as a sample. So yeah. So what I would do now is the only URL I will need to change here is this Postgres URL. So the first thing I need to do is create a Postgres database, and you'll be amazed at how easy it is to create a Postgres database here. Look at this. Just right click, then click on database, then I select Postgres, and it says spinning up Postgres just in about a minute. Okay, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. Okay, I think it's okay. I think it's almost done. It's still building the, yeah, I think it's still building. Oh, sorry, the Postgres image is actually done. Yeah, so I'll go to the connection tab here. Then I should be able to copy the Postgres URL from here like this. Then I'll just go back to my NestJS projects, and in the variables I just let's see, no, I think it brought samples before, so I actually want to use those samples. I don't want to like brought samples before. mm, Raw editor. I don't want to rewrite this, man. I had it somewhere here before. Anyways, I'll just copy it from here actually. So I'll just copy all of this. Then yeah, I think this happens once in a while on their platform, something like that. I'm just guessing it's probably an authentication thing. Just, yeah, I think I'll just ignore that. Yeah, it's happened again. That's just weird, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the Postgres URL is what I would need to update. So for now, let me just click on update. And if you notice, I'm going to cancel this deployment. Yeah. So anytime you change your variable, it just automatically redeploys your instance for you, like your app. Once you update your env variables, it redeploys your app for you. And that's something Heroku doesn't really do. I'm not discrediting Heroku here. I'm just telling you what Railway does better than Heroku or something like that. So yeah, I've pasted my URL here, my database URL. So I just check this box. Yeah, so I can now, like I said, redeploy scheduled. So it has scheduled a redeployment here. So if I come here, it should start up the deployment any minute now. Let me see if, okay, nothing here for now. So you should start up the deployment. Hopefully, if it's not done, or let me just trigger a redeployment from here. Just trigger that. Okay, so redeploy started. So yeah. So the best part about this, like I said previously, it knows about your project's environment and everything. Like, I don't want to get into the details, but maybe on another video actually I would explain what is going on here, but you don't actually need to bother about this. So it's basically going to take your projects, read the environment and everything, and it knows what kind of configuration to use for you and everything. Even if you need something custom, you can always do that. So yeah, so it's done building the project. Now it's publishing it, then moving it to like somewhere we can actually view it. That's deployment actually. So the final deployment phase. Okay, so yeah, for now, if you check the Postgres database, you see there are no tables there. Like, we don't have anything there for now. So if everything works fine, we should have tables from our project inside this database. Yeah, so it's, you see the first one actually crashed because the env variables were missing. So I actually expected this to happen anyways. So hopefully this one that is currently deploying doesn't really crash, honestly. So fingers crossed. Okay, it's active now. Okay, yeah. So I think everything looks fine now. So the next thing I will want to do is I'll go to my settings because currently it doesn't have a domain name assigned to it. Yeah, so I'll just generate a domain name for it here. Um okay, yeah, so it has, I think it has done that already. So I think you can, best part again, you can just easily edit your domain name here. So I'll just call mine structure blog API NestJS, something like this. So if the domain is available, you can have it. Okay. Yeah. So it takes a while for some of their changes to reflect. It takes a while. So let me open this first. And for me that I'm working on a kind of DNS settings also. So yeah, that's actually expected to happen. Okay, so I think I'll just chill for a bit and let me see. Eh, let me I think probably an error code, probably nothing yet. So you can stream your live log from this place here. So if anything that maybe there's an error in your application, you should see it here. If I'm correct, you should see it here. So it's your application running on the specified port. Okay, I think let me check my env variables again. Oh, okay, okay. Mm, I think what I would just do is I actually need to update just one extra variable. So let me do okay. So let me add this, then it should also redeploy. So what I just did is in my own like environment, the port I'm using to run the app, I named the variable app port, but I think in their own case, if you want to specify the app ports, you need to do this. You need to add this here. The app is running, but it could not find the ports my application is running on. Okay, so yeah, let's check this again. It should. I don't know why the redeployment is not showing. Probably it's happening in background also. So let me just chill for a bit. Yeah, look at this. The best part of this too, I think with Heroku you have to probably be on a paid plan to see metrics like memory usage, CPU usage, network, like the traffic and all those stuff inbound and all those like good metrics you might want to see for your like server instances and all. Yeah, so one of the benefits in my own opinion that Railway provides and I don't often find with Heroku. But let me say I don't actually think well you would get it on Heroku but you have to pay. I think I'll just redeploy now here again and let's see how it goes. Cause okay. I don't think I always need to do redeployments like this. I don't know why it's yeah, but that's cool anyways. Okay, still building. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this terror developers always face. Your app works fine when you are just testing it out yourself, but when it comes to let me show my friend or let me show my coworker or anything, then boom, that's when it chooses to mess up, just like now. But anyways, this is bound to happen in any kind of deployment you do, share. Like the first try is not something you should always expect to go fine. So this is the first time I'm deploying NestJS application on Railway. So I'm bound to miss out on a few things and is expected to actually look like this. So hopefully it's like this deployment, hopefully this works. So this is like I think the third try. I don't know why this keeps happening, but anyways, I think this is the third try. Okay, so let me, I think it's done now. So I'll just check the logs in this place and let me refresh again. I don't think it still works. Yeah, probably you need to wait a bit. But meanwhile, let's check this documentation exposing your app. Okay. Yeah, so we did this already. Before your application can say hello to error code to know your IP and ports your application is listening to, the easiest way to get up and running is to have your application listen on ports, where ports is provided environment variable. Oh, I see. Alternatively, you can override the port environment variable by adding ports to your project environment variable. Yeah, I think this was what we did. We added the port environment variable to our project in this place. This was what we did. Okay. Yeah, we don't need this domain stories and all that. Oh yeah, I think it works now. Yeah, it works now. Look at this. It works. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's good. So on our first try, let me just say it took about 3 tries. And in my own opinion, this is actually like something solid. You got this to work in 3 tries. That's very like it's actually really nice. So let me see. I'm not sure I want to test out this API though, but let me just try something else. Pose, yeah, a 4 basically. It's been a while I worked on the project, so I guess it will be blocked then. Okay, let's check the code. Okay, so I have it opened here actually. Okay, yeah, so I'll just use Thunder client to test it out. But first, let me confirm the routes for the post. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's supposed to be post slash. Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be this. Let's try this out now. Okay, so I would copy the, let me copy the app URL here. But this is actually supposed to, this slash post is supposed to work. It's supposed to give the list of all the like all the posts there. So let me just try that with Thunder clients. Okay, API slash v1. Did I version it? I'm not sure if I did this though. Oops. I'm not sure if I versioned this API, so let me confirm that actually. I don't think there's anything, I don't think I did any versioning here. So what I just did is, oh, yeah, I think, yeah, I didn't version it. And also I need to run a post install, like, I need to run the database migration here. So I think that's what is causing the, like the 500 error. Yeah, internal server error. I think probably you should show the log in here like this. Yeah, so look at this. It said the table public.post does not exist in the current database, so I need to migrate the database in this case. Okay, so I'm not actually sure how to do this, but let me see. Start command to run start command to run start. Okay, I think what I would do in this case, right, is let me check my these scripts I have here. So I think I should have a script to run migration actually. So it's been long I used Prisma or even NestJS, but let me see. I don't want to change anything in the code actually, so I could just get away with doing something in this. I could use a command from here. So since the command to start the project, let me check here. So what I would do in this case is I would combine the migration script with the script that is actually going to start the project. So I'm going to do nest stats and my and Prisma migration. Yeah, so let me check Prisma migration. Okay, because I tend to forget this kind of things because I think this project was the first time I actually used Prisma. So okay, I think it's DB push. Let me see. I think it's DB push. Yeah, let me just check this side here. Okay. Yeah, it should be Prisma DB push. It's push then run Prisma to generate a migration for a file. You actually set. Okay, so it should be Prisma DB push. Yeah, Prisma DB push. Let's try that. I think I don't want to try that locally. It's going to take a while to set up my local environment, and I'm not actually in the mood for that this morning. So yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I will do this yarn run Prisma db push and then yarn let me see the command that actually starts this. Yeah, yarn starts. Yeah, so I think I should get away with this. Let's try this first. Okay, so it's scheduled another deployment, which again I would most likely have to trigger it. So instead of waiting, I'll just redeploy this instantly. Okay, so if that works, we should not be having a 500 error on this endpoint. It should just give us an empty array of it should give us an empty array of the post model we have. Like it should give us empty array. Okay, yeah, so let me close this up and this then. Yeah, obviously it's still booting up, so I don't think we'll be getting anything from here. So I think we just chill out a bit. Probably I'll just cut out these parts where it's deploying and all. Probably I'll just cut it out. Yeah. This should be done any minute. And in my own opinion, right, the deployment time, like it's not actually too long, considering that I'm on a free plan, like that's a starter plan or something. So it took about maybe a minute or 2 minutes for it to boot up the whole application. And also, in my own opinion, it's actually okay. It's actually okay. Oh, I'm still having that issue actually. So let me check their documentation here to run something like a startup command or something like that. Let me just check. Google is our best friend. No, migrate Prisma in Railway. This is not what I'm looking for. I think another way to do it, let me check here. I think another way to do it might actually be to yeah, connect your area with railway link, railway run. Okay. I think this dude run the migration like manually. I think that was what he did. Yeah, he did that manually. Exactly. This is what I should have done in the migration scripts. I think I would, yeah, I think that's what I would actually do. I didn't want to update the power of my code initially, but I think this is just something minimal in my own opinion. This is something minimal. Something minimal in my own opinion, yeah. So, but in this case, I don't want to run migrate here. I want to do Prisma. Let me be sure what I'm doing anyways. Yeah, so I should have Prisma there. Okay, so Yan Prisma migrates blah blah blah. Oh, I don't need this actually. So I could just do Prisma migrates deploy. Yeah, so I think I should get away with this. So I'll just commit this. Adds Prisma migration to scripts, to build scripts actually. Okay, no, I don't think there's the commit message here. Okay, yeah, so okay, that's the commit message actually. So commit, then publish branch. I think I'm on the development branch, which that's that. I don't think that's where I want to be. I think I'll just push this from my command line. Yeah, I'll push this from here. Sockets push origin develop main. Okay, so it should be deploying right now on where is this app? Railway. Yeah, it should be deploying right now on Railway. Yeah, so this is it. It should be deploying now. If we still check here, I think we're still going to be having this internal error. Yeah, so to confirm that if our migration works, right, we are going to, let me check here first. Yeah, so it ran this command first, and I think it was successful. If it wasn't, it would have raised an error. So if we check our Postgres, we should have tables. Awesome. So now that we have these tables here, so I think we should be good to go. Once this deployment is done, fingers crossed we don't have to actually change anything. Okay, this looks like it's done, but let me just wait for like till it moves to this side and it checks that the deployment is active. For the stubborn person I am, so okay, I think it works now. Yeah, it works now. Okay, yeah, so it works now. We have an empty array. I don't know how that makes sense to be something you would classify to be progress, but anyways, it is what it is. We will classify that kind of thing as progress. So yeah, it shows an empty array in this case. So let me try to make a post. I think I need to be signed in for some reason. I'm not sure. This API is low budget, by the way, so don't mind anything you see here. So yeah, so I think I need to register. Why did I have to do this to myself? Okay, let's just do this. Think. Okay, let me try password of 1 2 3 4 5 6 user. I see user slash register here. Let me zoom this. I'm not sure if you guys can see. Okay, user slash register. Then it should. Okay, I need email. How did I need email? Shouldn't have probably added that. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so it gave me an access token, so I should be able to use the access token to make a post. Okay, so I'll go to authentication bearer token, paste this, and go back to the body. Then I think I should having something like title. If I acted like a normal person in this case, so let's see, array report type. Just have to spell report. I think so. So what's the, I don't know if it's content or body, because yeah. So let me just put this here. So probably right. I'm not sure. Okay, so it's body I did. Yeah. So so let's try to get this instead of, okay. So yeah, so it returns the list of posts for us. If we try to create another post, let's title this one Fast and the Furious. I don't know if you guys have seen the latest trailer they released about Fast X. For now, I have no comment on that, but you guys will hear from me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So created this also. So if I get this, it should give me the list of all posts. Yeah. This is actually nice. This is nice. Okay. So that's just all um on Railway itself and all. The best parts of Railway is you can specify what should happen on like what you can just specify the runtime, like the whole process of your app running. You can specify it. I don't think I should actually add this here anymore. Probably that was always causing this 4 minutes building stuff and all that. Yeah. Oh, this is the build command section. Then this is the deploy. Oh, wow. This is not so smart. I could have just, anyways. Yeah. So I think I was just going to mention these restart policies here. So in case your app fails by default, it's going to retry, I think, or about 10 times by default. Yeah. Then in this case now, once it tries 10 times and it fails, it doesn't try again. But if you select always, it will keep trying like forever till your app comes back to life. So in some cases you might want to select always, and in this case, like maybe once it fails once, don't even bother trying again, like just leave it there. No, yeah. So it's really nice, it's really nice. And if I check the metrics in this case here, if you check the previously, the network speed was just like, sorry, the network graph was just somewhere around here, but as I was trying things out and everything, yeah. So I think probably what I did somewhere around here is what messed up. I don't want to go into the details of that. So yeah, let me just try to fix this. This wasn't supposed to be this long. So let me do yarn run prisma db push. I don't need the start command actually. I don't need the start command. So I'll just put this here. Okay. Yarn run prisma db push. I think the command I added to the build script. Let me just check this out. Sure. Let me just check this. Okay, so it's deploying. This is just me messing around with it. So since that first deployment worked, I don't think I would have had any issue with this. I think it's about half an hour into this video already. I don't think there will be enough time for me to deploy this one on Django. But if you guys like want, or maybe if you actually need something on Django or something like this, maybe if you want to see how to deploy it in Django, just let me know in the comment section. So I'm actually just record something for that, Susha. But it's pretty much the same procedure, nothing too different, nothing really different about it. Actually, there's no difference. It's the same procedure, probably different commands. Okay. Okay, I think it says it's active now. So let me try to call this get endpoint again. Yeah, so it's active now, so it works. So the part I changed was instead of doing build and stats in the build section, look at this now. This section here is for build. So I added an extra one to do and nest stats, which was why the build was taking about 4 minutes then, because it didn't get past this phase. This phase was supposed to not be a process. It's just supposed to be like a single one-time command thing like that. Okay. So this command is the one that is supposed to have maybe next start or something like that. Anyways, if you want to learn more about this, you could just check their docs in this site. And I tell you, in my own opinion, that documentation is like solid. Like it's really really nice. Honestly, it's really nice. They help you through the process, everything like step by step. They have dark mode too, by the way. Yeah, so it helps you through the whole process step by step. If you want to use a custom start command, if you want to use a custom build command, should be somewhere at the top, I presume. Uh, yeah, you can just check through here. A lot of good things they have in this place. There are even ways to even speed up your development, like your build process again, actually. There are ways of speeding up your build process. Like it's just really, really awesome. And I actually like their UI. I like their UI. It's really, really nice. I'm a big fan of good UI. So yeah, yeah, that's all guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you need anything, if you need me to record any video or anything like that, just let me know in the comment section below. And also I have a Spotify podcast now. So if you guys also want to listen, just check my channel bio or somewhere like that. I don't know. I'll probably drop it in the description anyways. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.